Good morning, welcome to Daddy Where's the Dinner. How's everyone doing? All shut in at home. I hope you are doing well. My family is well, thank you very much. For those of you who are concerned, I know there are great fans out there and I really love all of you. So since we are trapped at home, what can we do, right? So one of the things I thought we can do is just service our old reel. This morning I would like to service my Penn 4000, a very old reel which served me for about 10 years. And I've never serviced it, so today will be the first time servicing it. And the first time I used this reel was in a coaching trip where I caught a few huge batang with a rod and this reel. So I will service it, and I hope that it will have many more useful years for me to play with. So let me show you how to service the reel. I have with me here a Penn 4000, a very good reel which I bought I think some 10 years ago and never serviced it. And I think it's high time I service my Penn 4000. So I'm going to show you how to service it. There's the external part and there's internal part. So of course first is the external. As I told you, right, I have not serviced it for 10 years. So some of the parts you can even see the calcification. So you see this part. The salt have calcified and maybe corroded part of my reel. So I think what I'll do is I'll just scrape away some of the salt. Very jalat, right? Okay, then use a damp cloth and just wipe down the whole reel. Wipe everything, just wipe down the whole reel. So okay, the whole reel I wipe it down. What I will do next is I will remove this reel. Right, so just loosen the cap. Okay, loosen the cap. Take it out, put on the table, pull out the reel, put it here, and so here's the shaft in the center which pushes the reel up and down. The other thing I'll do is I will take out my what is this called? Spinning handle. Okay, it depends on the model. My spinning handle has to be turned out. And so these are left with this thing for me to service. I will service the inside first, then after that I will service the outside. So for this model, every model they have screws at different places. So for this model there are 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 that covers the inside mechanism. So let's take out the screws one by one. This model, sometimes the screws are different, so you have to be careful when you take out. You must make sure you remember which screw you have taken out from which socket. But I think for this model they all look the same. Let me see. Yeah, take a look. They all look the same. They all look the same, so it's alright. Okay. And okay, once I've taken out all the 4 screws, I can pry open this cover. Okay, it's open. So revealing the mechanism inside. It's a pretty simple mechanism. I'm not saying that it's totally uncomplicated, but it's pretty simple. There's this something like a wheel, which is the gear to turn this spinning wheel, this spinner, right? And then also this wheel will activate some up and down gear mechanism. You can see this thing moving up and down. Yeah, this up and down mechanism pushes the shaft here up and down. Yeah. So basically, we just have to oil the whole mechanism or grease the whole mechanism. The best thing to do is to get some solid grease, you know, those semi-solid grease that come in a bottle. You scoop a bit and put them on all the gears. Unfortunately, this is a shut-in situation. I don't have those grease, but I have a bottle of this what they call white lithium grease, which can be sprayed on. So I'm going to use this lithium grease on the gears. Maybe after the whole shut-in, I'll buy a proper grease to put inside. But for now, I'll just spray the lithium grease. Just spray on. As long as you see gear, you can spray them and turn it a bit. Then the grease will be applied to all the gears. Actually, it's a very noticeable improvement in the smoothness of the gear after I spray on the grease. Now you can see, ooh, you can keep turning for forever, no friction. Yeah, not forever lah, but very long time. Okay, so that's what you do for the inside part. And so after I spray on everything, that's all I can do for the inside. Okay, and oh, don't spray WD-40 lah. This is more for grease. Okay, cover it. Okay, put on all the screws. Good to get one of these screw sets, you know, very tiny screw heads. So it's really fun for me to learn how to service my reel. So the next thing I'm going to do is to oil the rest of the moving parts that's outside. Okay, the rest of moving parts that's outside. First is this shaft. What I usually do, even when I don't open up to service inside, I will usually spray on some grease here on the shaft, and then just turn it and let this part be lubricated. So it looks alright. Then now I'll put it back in this gear, this rail. Thing about the rail is that you're not supposed to oil any part of the mechanism here, because this is the drag. The drag is not supposed to be oiled. Otherwise, you caught a fish and there's no drag. Okay, good. Okay, keep the tension loose. All right, when you store your rail. Okay, and then also whatever parts that has moving parts, you can grease them or put some oil. Singer oil is fine. You can put singer oil. As long as the moving part, you can put either some grease or some oil. It's okay. Cover this. There's some more moving part here. Let's put some oil. Ooh, after adding the oil, you can see, wow, smelling like nothing. Okay, where else are moving parts? Okay, these are moving parts. Right, I'll spray some grease into it. Because yeah, this thing is pretty stiff now. I think it's been too long I've not serviced this thing. It's pretty stiff. So let's loosen it. By right it should like just flip back, but now it doesn't. I have to use some strength to flip it back. So more grease, more oil. Yeah, it's improving. The situation is improving. Yeah, it's improving. Can you see? The spring is starting to work again. That's good. Good. Finally, I'll just wipe the whole thing, the outside, and then give it a one final wipe with WD-40. This is something like WD-40. It's called RP7, but it's basically WD-40 lah. So I just spray it on some tissue paper and just wipe the outside. So give it a thin, firm. It's like partly oily like that. So you protect the whole surface. And it looks like shining and nice after you apply a light coat of WD-40. You know, after I service this reel, I might be convinced that I should service my reel more often. Quite cool, very good. Let me try this. Ooh. Oh, not bad, huh? Not bad, not bad. Imagine this is a 10-year-old Penn 4000, which caught me a few nice batang fish during my Kuching trip. So, very good, very good. Maybe at the end of this whole thing, I'll show you the pictures of my Kuching trip. That was really memorable. Okay, so if you're at home, nothing to do, you can't fish, right? Transfer that time to servicing your reel so that when it's time to fish, you have a good quality reel to fight the fish. Oh yeah, I can imagine myself fighting the fish already.